All right, welcome back. It's a Monday morning. We're live, large and in charge on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us as we engage in a very, very sensitive topic, a very important one indeed, because in this modern day and age, we live our lives online, we live on our mobile devices. So in the case, then, when it comes to your relationship, should you be giving your passwords to your devices or your banking details to your partner? Or are there certain things that you should be keeping private? Well, give us a call on 021 430 9881 because Dr. Eve is ready to take on those questions and comments. What are you doing, Dr. Eve?
Well, I don't know, I'm just thinking, would I give this to you? And how would I feel if you and Zoe were to be, got a password on, because they kind of come with these passwords. How would I feel about you getting online? And really, the only thing that would be difficult for me would be client confidentiality. It would be a professional thing, because I have obviously all my clients, all my business that goes on over here. But the rest of the personal stuff, it would be like, okay, well, who's that? And that's kind of fun. And what do you mean when you talk to that one about that? I think it's a great conversational piece for people to share information that they're carrying around. It gives such great insight into who this person is. I mean, I would love to get into your device. I would love to get into your device.
Wouldn't you misinterpret the information? That's what I would freak out about.
It would tell me a lot about you, which would... Okay, I'm a therapist. I kind of want to know about people's minds. And, yeah, it could be misinterpreted. But that's why I'm saying it's a wonderful communication device. It's an opportunity to really talk about things that we don't talk about. The issue here is, does it mean distrust? Now, I ran a poll, which you saw, right? The poll is, do you lock your phones? Do you have passwords? And 72% of people who have answered so far, and please get onto the polls on my Twitter line and tell us what you're doing with your passwords. 72% of people say they do have passwords and they definitely want them. So why are we so secretive? What is it? Is it just about distrust? Is the fact that I don't want to be distrusted, or I feel, as you do, Zoe, that this is my private life and I don't want to be invaded? I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody, what is private about your private life? I'm kind of being challenging and provocative.
Yes, I mean, being challenging and provocative, all good, but so you're saying that within a relationship, there is nothing called privacy?
No, there is privacy.
But on
exactly.
on what
but
level?
But it's not allowed to be locked out.
Yeah, well, on what
you,
level?
Zoe,
but then
exactly.
what is private then?
I would really like an ideal world that people have locks if they want to have their lock, have your lock on it. But there is a sense of respect, not distrust, but respect. That here is a device that's lying around. And really, I'm not really interested in going to pick it up, because I'd rather talk to you and say to you, tell me about what you're reading, or tell me about who you're chatting to. Or you would come to me and say, you know what, I had this interesting conversation, or I'm following this person on Twitter, and this is what I find really interesting. It's a fantastic way of sharing thoughts, sharing articles, sharing music, sharing videos, sharing things that you really enjoy, because it enriches your life and gets your partner to know who you are.
Yeah. I love how Dr. was like, I would love to get into your device.
Well, we will be having more of this conversation. Of course, our lines are open. That number's 021 430 9881. Let us know your comments and thoughts about your partner having your password.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
All right, Dr. Eve is still on the hot seat, and we're talking about a very hot topic indeed in our relationship chat. We're talking about passwords and our devices, and whether you are free to give your password to your partner, you're comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with that, whichever side of the conversation you lie on, please give us a call on 021 430 9881. You guys have been having very, very interesting conversations.
We have, because I initially said to Dr. Eve, I'm not comfortable with the idea of giving my passwords away. But after thinking, it's like, I have given people access to my phone, to my WhatsApp, with the hope, like you said, I trust, and there's that mutual respect, that the information won't be misused.
You know what I really think this is all about? Is the way that we manage in our own relationship to our devices and to partners, or to people in our family, or to friends. It's not the device that's the problem, or the password that's really the issue. It really is about how we relate to it. So if I'm going to be very cagey and very secretive about this device, and I'm going to always keep it hidden, or whenever you come into the room, I'm going to turn it down, or I'm going to take it with me to the bathroom. That's like a real common one that I hear from a lot of people in my therapy room. Then I'm going to be stirring up suspicion in you. And then I'm going to be curious to want to break in and get that password or grab an opportunity when your back is turned to be looking and seeing what is there. And obviously something's going to be found. So it's more the concern I would say people need to have is around the behavior that people exhibit around their relationship to the devices. If you feel comfortable and if you feel as if it's okay if your device is open and your partner happens to see it, there isn't going to be a necessity for passwords or for you to instill a rule like don't look. The moment you put a rule, and we know, because Kat, we talk about this on the show often, that rules are so bad, they're there to be broken. So the moment you can instill a rule, you can never look at my device, or I'm not going to give you the code for my online banking, because I find that kind of really fascinating topic around our banking and our money.
No.
So he's like, no way. So why are we even
But
going
you
there?
know what?
Let's-
That's the independent side of me coming through. But I believe we have a caller on the line.
Yes, Alex is on the line. Good morning, Alex.
Morning, how are you?
Very, very well, thanks. What's your comment or question?
Well, for me, I can say I do have my girlfriend, and we are sharing everything in terms of password, PIN code for the bank, and also the cell phone. For me, I can say I do that. We are quite happy about that as well.
So-
All right, so he...
We are really happy to share the PIN and also the device, everything. Because there is no life in terms of if you can just say you'll have the secret in terms of the relationship. That's all I can say for my side.
Thank you very much, Alex, for your contribution there. So Alex saying, freely share,
Yeah.
everything is fine.
And isn't that comfortable
Kumnande
inside?
kaya. But you were saying earlier on, Dr. Eve, that
Yeah.
there is certain room for privacy. So,
I definitely think
to
there is.
what extent is private private?
I think private is private, and the whole thing is that you should be respecting people's privacy. That's what you've got to be doing. Let me just throw kind of a whole pigeon in here.
Okay.
Okay.
We love pigeons.
So, do you think really that you can hide your stuff? Do you really believe that you can keep a password in and somebody's not going to break in? Because actually, many people delete messages and delete phone calls and delete history. So is that not the same thing as hiding a password?
Ha, la, la. On
Right?
that bombshell, we'll be right
pigeon
back.
is landed.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on SABC3. We are now talking about, should you disclose your password to your partner? We have Dr. Eve in studio with us, but we also have a phone call at the moment. Alida, goeiemorgen.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, and you?
Very, very well, thank you. Morning, this is the Expresso team. Morning, Dr. Eve.
Hello.
Thank you. What's your comment or question for Dr. Eve?
I think more of a comment. Look, when it comes to me, I think secrecy causes more problems in a relationship than what you think. And I think that if you drop the secrecy and, you basically give your passwords through, when you're looking for privacy, I think being more transparent with your partner thereafter will then give you the privacy that you're looking for. There will be more of an understanding thereafter. Basically password to your phone, or whether it be your Facebook account, whether it be your Instagram account. I think being more transparent in a relationship causes less problems. So from my side, look, I'm actually quite open with my partner. So, she takes my phone when she wants to. She has it there. When I want to look at my phone for myself, I can look at my phone for myself. So I'll gain that privacy from being transparent.
Thank you very much for sharing that, man. That's really positive stuff.
I don't
And-
know what's going on over here. Our viewers have got a very different view to the poll.
Yeah, the poll is showing a 60 percentage.
72%.
Yeah, of
have
people
got
saying-
passwords.
Well,
they
those
have-
are the ones that's currently on their phone, so that could also be the thing.
Maybe, exactly.
It's incredible the lengths to which people will actually go to, I guess, put that privacy setting there. I mean,
Very nice.
we discovered an app called Hidden Eye that actually takes pictures of the person who's trying to log on to your
No.
phone and uses your
No.
ringtone as an alarm to
No.
notify you that somebody's trying to break in to your phone. I mean,
Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a therapy room filled with more anxious people, more infidelity.
Well, you know, you have some phones that have the fingerprint access. I know
Yes.
of one of my friends where she has a finger on his phone activated. So if she needs to get into his phone, she can.
That's true love.
Not that she
True
wants to,
love,
but she
sharing
can.
your fingerprints.
So would you even go
She
to
has
the,
a
to the extent of
finger.
saying if your partner says, okay, cool, let's swap phones for the day. Here's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
phone, I'll take your phone, and then that's it. Show
You
up.
know, ideal. This is, you know, you're laughing, Kat. This is an ideal relationship thing where I guess it's a sign of true trust
Yeah.
that this is really something I'm so comfortable with. As we heard from our last caller, I'm really comfortable with myself and my own relationship with my device. I've got really nothing to hide. And so therefore, there is nothing that I'm afraid of if you take my device or get into my computer for the day. There is nothing that you shouldn't be knowing about. There's always, always, always privacy. And I'm going to come back to the fact that if there is respect around that, if people have integrity and respect around privacy for their own and for other, we really shouldn't be having a problem. But it is a massive problem.
When we come back, I want to
is-
ask about the finance thing
Yeah,
and
let's
giving
talk
somebody
about that.
access to your banking
Yeah, I think
details
that's really
online, and
important.
whether that should be something that really should be reserved for, let's say, a married couple, not when you're dating someone and in the second week you're like, give me the password to your bank account, and then you do it because you're trying to be open and transparent. Stick around. We'll have you back shortly.
Oh, well, listen, we are continuing our conversation with Dr. Eve. Our lines are open, 021-430-9881. Our topic for this morning is, should you give your partner your password? Now, we've had, you know, the whole Cat asked, how much of your private life is private? And can we just talk about finances, like your banking details? Is that something...
It's very different. Before
Okay.
we do that, I do want to read out this one tweet from Kerry Anderson who says, I don't give my password to my partner because he's so mean. He deletes everything except his number and SMS.
Oh, wow.
Kerry,
That's
red
extreme.
flag for abuse. That is extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about money.
See, that scares me. I don't want to give anyone my passwords now.
But you're going to know that this person is kind of scary before you give them your password, because he's probably going to be the one who's demanding it as in terms and conditions of relationship. I need your password. Nothing must be shared. Nothing must be private. We share everything. No, we don't. We don't. It's my choice to give you my password when I feel safe enough in this relationship to be able to do that with you when I feel that there's respect and integrity. Otherwise, no, I'm not going to give it to you. You can't take risks. You have to sort out who this person is first, right?
I was about to ask about the risks that one should be aware of when you are about to take that step in your relationship and give
Absolutely.
your passwords over
Yeah.
and so on. But
Yeah.
just back to the original question
Let's
about
get back
the
to money.
finances.
Yeah.
And, you know, is this something that should be reserved for a married couple, or are we saying that if we've been dating for 6 months, I can ask you for your banking, online banking details, and you should be sharing them with me freely?
You know, I feel, and I have to take ownership of it, that I feel a trembling when I imagine sharing my banking. I don't care about my devices, but sharing banking feels like really, really different. I feel that there's such a high risk of abuse in that situation. It's incredibly disclosing. And you say only when you're married. I mean, I think married couples are the ones who really keep secrets around money because there's an expectation. 50% of us expect to get divorced at some point in time. And there's a lot of squirreling away of money that happens. There's also this expectation of we will share everything that a lot of married couples do have. We share finance, which is fine if that's what the agreement is. But then there may be also the opportunity for abuse in a way, or for power struggling, of like, well, what did you spend that 200 Rand on, and why are you spending too much on shoes or on MAC makeup, or you're spending too much time at a bar, drinking with your friends, or on sports clubs, whatever it is. There is an accountability that suddenly you have to be giving to somebody else. And I'm really uncomfortable around that. I don't think that that is something that I wouldn't be comfortable around that. So I think you need to assess your risk factors. But of course, there are many couples who do share that and feel completely comfortable around that. You have to really think about what the meaning is of money to you. There are some people who really feel that I'm entitled and I have worked, or also it discloses a lot about you, because you may be presenting as somebody who is really comfortable with their money or with money that they have. And then when somebody gets into your banking, sees actually, wow, this person has much less or much more than I thought that they did have. And now my relationship with this person changes. And I think it can be really complex.
I could listen to you
think
talk
it can be
about this
complex.
all day long. It's just
complex.
so crazy. But
So
yes,
many angles, right?
absolutely,
So many
absolutely.
layers.
And
Yeah.
of course, you can now continue the conversation with Dr. Eve on social media and with us on social
Yes.
media as well. Very, very interesting stuff, sharing passwords with your
Yes.
partner. Thank you very much.
Get
we'll do
onto
this
Facebook.
again.
Get onto my Facebook. The conversation continues.
Yeah, we'll do this again next week.
Let's do that.
Thanks, babe.
Okay.
Give a